Hello and welcome to this video. You read the title. This is live commentary. So this is live Tinkle reaction right here, the first of its kind. Today we are going to be ranking these characters. I don't have a script. I'm ranking these characters based off of the what's a nice way of putting this? You can see the tiers. I think you're following. Like I don't need to explain this to you, provided you are conscious and not in a coma. You get it. These, yeah, you get it. I don't need to say it. All right. So yeah, basically that's the whole idea of the video. So you see, there's a bunch here already in sand tier. That's just because I'd really rather not rank those characters, because those are kids, man. I don't care if they're today they're not. They're like, oh, actually, no, they're actually 5,000 years old. I don't fucking care. Those look like children. I'm good. So, our first contender up to the field is Anby. And where are we going to put Anby? I got yeah, this is unscripted. Off the top of my head, she's like a cyborg, isn't she? I can't remember if I'm thinking of a different character or not. But let's go off the basis that she's just all these characters are just normal people. For like they have the same bodily functions as any other person. I would say probably Lon here. I mean, yeah, it's also it just doesn't seem like the type. It doesn't seem like the type to completely just be nothing there. Not a lot of people even do that. I've learned it recently that there's just not even a lot of people who just completely like go through the lengths to just completely rid themselves of it. So that's interesting that I've learned about that. So yeah, I'd say pretty much uh F D tier. Okay, this is F tier, but F tier is kind of like a yeah, so this is like the F/D tier, pretty much the bottom of the list. Up next, Caesar. Yeah, that that's not even a point of contention. I think most people would agree with me on that one. Most of the characters in Caledon probably are going to be on the higher end of things, just because, well, yeah, that just checks out. I think that's completely valid placement right there. Ugh. Next up on our list is Vivian. Now, Vivian, honestly, does not strike me as a type. That's sand right there. Like there's nothing there. It's completely barren. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's it. Next up on our list, just completely infallible. That's I don't need to explain that one. It's obvious. I don't think you can really even not put her there. It's just a part of her. So yeah. Next up is Bernice. Don't know. I'd say this also functions. I don't think she's quite on the tier as Caesar, but again, like I said, the Caledons are going to be on the higher spectrum of things, but I just feel like it's just not on the same level. There's got to be some disparity. We can't all just be on the high of high horses. So next up, Ellen Joe. This is a strange case to me because there were a few factors that make me think probably tall grass. But then there are a few others that make me think mown lawn. Because off personality and just like, they're lazy, they don't really care, they're nonchalant and shit. So tall grass. They're like, it's not like so much where like, oh, they just don't even think about it. But like, yeah, but then like, she's like also like like a maid. It's like they kind of keep themselves held at like, a higher standard, working for a super high cool business. So I'll meet it middle of the pack weeds. I think that works. It's not. It's just yeah, middle of the pack. So up next, Rena. Uh, between Monlon and Sand, this is just like the point with Ellen, where it's like she's a maid. She probably holds herself really high up, but I think that she definitely holds herself higher than Ellen Jo does. Like, she takes her job more seriously. So I'll say Monlon because like I said before, a lot of people just don't go to that extent of like completely eradicating it. So I'd say Monlon functions. Up next, Jane Doe. Hmm. You see, it's kind of hard. Do you think that she changes it with her identities? Never mind. Don't answer that, please. I'm gonna cut that out. Cut that out. Um. So this is a tough one actually. I don't know because she is the meticulous type. She takes a lot of liberties. She makes sure everything is correct. Well, she also does not just seem like the type to just like tall grass. Yeah, yeah, tall grass. Yeah, no, that works. That works. Up next, Billy, again, robot. We're assuming that this robot can grow that, so we are going to assume that he can and he has that ability. So we're going to put him also tall grass. I'd imagine he would find it annoying, like he'd complain about it. So he wouldn't do that, but he's not. He's too lazy, He's freeloading, so he's not gonna just like go through the work of going any lower. Up next, Coleda. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Let's just go here for now. She's a construction worker. She's pretty, just like what's the word? Like I guess masculine. I guess so. It's pretty clear she's gonna be higher up, but I don't know. She, I don't know. Things may change. I may move the list around a little bit. For the moment, I'm going to keep her there. Astra, that's Sand. She definitely thinks about it and definitely does not enjoy it. She has to keep herself like perfect and everything. 100% Sand. Nothing about it. Miyavi. Hmm. Wow, I do not know. Um. Okay, so my gut instinct says middle of the pack, just from like first impressions, because she's very meticulous, very like training oriented, constantly got her mind on everything. But that she also does not feel like the type to like care about that. Like she almost feels like it's just like she doesn't really mind, she doesn't care, it's just not on her mind. I between tall grass and weeds. I'll say weeds. Again, things may move around. You never know. Next up is Yanagi, Nagi, um, mown lawn, probably, maybe even sand. Just not the type, But again, I don't think she'd go to that extent. She's not that like, phoned in on it. It's not like that serious. Um, Haramusa, Har Harumasa. I don't care. I don't like him. I guarantee he can't even grow that shit, little bitch. Here you go, Sand. Next up, Seth. Yeah. Where did he go? Oh. Seth. Oh, stop. I don't know what's going on. Live tingle reaction here. Live. This is live, no cuts, nothing. So you're gonna see that. Yep, Amazon 4. Hey, oh, stop doing that. Um, the thing is that I don't think he would care about it, but like he wouldn't put any thought into it. He'd just let it happen. But I just don't know if hmm, we'll keep him here. I don't know. Again, things might change. I might do one final pass through at the end, kind of change some stuff. But let's move on to the next character, which is Zhu Yuan. You see, now personality-wise, probably mown laundry and sand, but just like I don't know, my gut is just telling me, it's telling me that it is not that. Even though, like, if you go with personality, she's She's kind of uptight. She's very rule oriented. Keeps everything to a T. But I don't. I just can't. Like my brain just telling me not even like weeds. Like it's just saying like no. It's the hair. The hair kind of like the messy hair. She doesn't seem to put a lot of thought into that. That's kind of like like giving off that kind of vibe. Tall. Stop doing that. Tall grass. Might change. I don't know. Um. Okay. Well, I don't need to even talk about that one because again, it's not even a choice. That's just how it is. So on to the next one. Lighter. You see, now lighter is a strange case for me because you may think, oh, he's a Caledon, easily bush or even Amazon forest, but he's a pretty boy. That's like he's described. That's literally in his description that he's very handsome and he's like good looking. So it might just be that he doesn't grow it at all. There's just nothing. Like his body he's just built different. But we're not accounting for that. So for that sake, yeah, we're going Amazon forest, and yeah, that's where he's gonna stay. So on to Nicole. Yeah, Bush. Nothing. It's just yeah. She probably doesn't care. She probably just kind of lets it be. But it's not like she's not like she never ever like does anything with it. So Bush. Hugo, that's another sand. That motherfucker's got like 10 people working on it. He's got like a whole barber shop specifically for that. Um, I forgot her name. Wow, I don't remember her name. I do know the character, Shifu. I remember that part. Don't remember her actual name though, so that works. Probably Moan Lawn. Yeah, because well, she is kind of like a monk, isn't she? Well, not like just like that kind of adjacent. So she might not be all that oriented. No, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna second guess myself. Moan Lawn. Again, another case of this. It's just yeah, it's literally no other option here. So on to the next one. Trigger weeds. Yeah, yeah, that feels fine. Soldier 11. That's definitely Moan Lawn. It's nothing to really grasp there. She kind of just yeah, she's pretty oriented on it, but not going through she's a soldier, so she's probably not like going through like a whole routine to just eradicate it. Again, nothing to say there at all. Evelyn. Hmm. Because she's very sophisticated, very definitely holds herself high up. But will she really care about that kind of thing? I don't think she would. I think it kind of tall grass. I think it'd cross her mind, but it's not. It's just not something that she's gonna like stress over, kind of thing. If you understand me. And finally, we have Anton. Yeah, probably just push. Nothing crazy, yeah, that's just how it is. And I don't have ones for Bell and Wise. Let me find this real quick. Let me get. I did not add these. I don't know why I did not add these. That's not. I guess it just didn't cross my mind. Um, one moment. Okay, where is that? There it is. Sorry. Sorry. Completely forgot what I was doing. Uh, what? What's wrong? Okay. All right. I guess that's fine. Wise. Honestly. Like, from my gut feeling, like, I don't know why. I'm just, like, just my gut feeling. I have no idea why I'm getting that vibe from him. Like, he feels like he wouldn't care. Like, it just doesn't even, like, doesn't even cross his mind. Like, it's just gone in the wind. Bell, I'm getting the same, not as much. So, well, they are kind of like the same person, effectively, right? So, I guess if I put one up there, I had to put the other, which I'm not mad about. Yeah, I think that checks out. Yeah, I think that's the list. I probably forgot somebody. I did forget someone. Grace, because I don't have her for some reason. Because the wiki I was using to find these characters. What's her name? Grace Howard. That's her name. For some reason, didn't have her in my downloaded. So I'll get it right now. What is that? I'm not showing you that. Baba Booey. Definitely there. I'm not. I don't think that she's like yeah, like yeah, on the same level as like Aleda. Do I need to make any last second adjustments? I don't think so. I think that's good. I think my decisions are valid here. I think everything is in the correct place. So I think that is going to conclude this live Tinkle documentary commentary. Live Tinkle commentary. Thank you for coming and listening to this actually insane shit that makes no goddamn sense. None of this makes sense. Um, Come by next time for daily uploads, and by daily I mean whenever the fuck I feel like it. Thank you for listening. Catch you in like and subscribe. Hit that bell button and oh man I don't know, so many pictures of your feet or something. Never mind. All right, I gotta delete this video now. That's it.